Right, hello again. Hey, well that's me half an hour done and dusted. I'll just wait till this going on to 31. I always give it an extra minute, me, just to make sure it's ticked over. Coffee's still red hot. I'll just give it an extra minute for it roll on. We're somewhere in the Cairngorms anyway. We're about an hour away. There we go, that's just clicked over. It takes its time starting this daft. That's the only thing. The only issue we've got with this thing now is every time you turn the engine off, I've got to reset this thing. So I can turn the distancing off so it doesn't adaptive cruise control. I can turn that off. Turn that down, but I've got to reset the damn thing every time. That gets a bit annoying, that. And I just have to reset this so my driving times are on dashboard. Anyway, mirrors, there's a car and a truck coming round the mountain when they come, coming round the mountain when they come, diddly-yum. But yeah, we're going to be setting off again now. So if you've just joined us, this is kind of a part 2. We've done a part 1, but 10 miles outside of Perth on the A9, Scotland. We're heading to Inverness anyway. This is now the 11:09 DAF XF 530 Express to Inverness. There's quite a heavy, steady flow of traffic now, so we could be waiting here a minute or two just to get out this lay-by. We just put our signal on there and our intentions. We'll just start drawing forward. There's 2 cars to come. These lay-bys are like slivers here, so I just kind of pull it just off the road and just up on the curb with the cab a little bit. It's now or never as the wheel comes down. Kiss me, me darling, dilly on to town. There is a truck coming behind us, but it's a good distance away. We've got more than enough time to get out. We won't cause it to break or anything. But we just sit back on cruise control again now and build up to 50 mile an hour. So hello, how's it going? You alright? As I say, there was a part 1 to this. This will probably be a part 2. This is the A9 in the Cairngorms, or Cairngorms even. We're on our way to Inverness. We've got a delivery on for a building site in Inverness. So we're about an hour away. An hour and a bit away. So I'm going to pull shy just before Inverness because I rang the man before, told him I was on my way, told him my estimated time of arrival, my ETA. He says, give us a ring when you're about 15 or 20 minutes away. I says, no bother, will do. So we'll pull up just short of Inverness and we'll give this guy a ring and set her out in. So yeah, all these lay-bys are pretty crappy, they really are. However, we should get some interesting footage now, going up through past Aviemore and all that, and blah blah blah. But these are my kind of runs. I knew there'd be a bigger one. I knew there'd be a bigger lay-by further down. I was convinced there was. But I just held on a little bit. There would have been a decent sized lay-by. We could have, well, took a couple of good photographs there, I tell you. If we come back this way, I'll mind on and I'll get a good photograph from that side. That would have made an interesting photograph, that though, but it is what it is. Anyway, we're steady away. We're steady away indeed. I've nothing really much to talk about now. I did a lot of yakking on and talking in the first part of this video. I think we'll just settle back and enjoy the views, shall we? track running up the side of them hills though. To get the quad bikes up and whatnot. There's been a track running all along the side of this, all up through the hills and that. At some point they'll have to go up there to collect the sheep, won't they? Yeah, we'll not do much talking on this video. We'll just let you enjoy the view. Just let you enjoy the view in real time. No time lapse is required. You've got a great time lapse with your Mark 1 eyeball. Just sat at 50. It's average for us, 50 all the way. So I'll shut up and let you enjoy the view. Mindful of this motorbike on our side of carriageway. It's just come back in now. Miles from Inverness. That way will take us up towards Fort William and whatnot, Speen Bridge. But we're not going there today. temporarily. I think I just heard that camera drop. I don't know what you can see. I'm just going to check it. Just pull him in here temporarily. Truck coming in behind us. I thought I heard that camera drop then. No, actually it doesn't look so bad, to be fair. Just thought I heard it drop. I could have swore it dropped, that's all. It doesn't actually look that bad. Right, we'll crack back on again then. Yeah, I just thought I heard it drop. The trouble is with this thing, with these DAFs, you feel every bump it road and rockets, and I just thought I heard it drop. I can't obviously look at it because it's behind me, it's positioned up where you are. But yeah, on this run I've decided we're going to just keep the chit chat to a bare minimum and just let you enjoy the scenery. I think that's the best bet on this run. So I'll shut up again, we'll just sit back. Unless anything develops, we have some mirrors and that, we'll just sit back and I'll keep still and let you enjoy the view. Because that's what you've tuned in for, innit? To enjoy this view. That's why you've clicked on this video. into two-way traffic mirrors. bumpy this road, isn't it? You feel every bump in it as well. what I wouldn't mind getting into eventually. Low loader work like this, wider loads and that, you know what I mean? And then further on down the line, some kind of heavy haulage. But I'd have to start with that kind of thing, low loader work. I wouldn't mind getting into it actually. Not yet, another year or two. I've plenty of time. I've another 20 years to go at, but eventually I'd like to start making my way up to the bigger stuff. You've got to start on that kind of thing before they trust you to go out with a wind turbine, you know what I mean? I like the idea of going over to Ireland, doing a lot of work over there as well. There's a firm in Annan, is it Annan or Annan, in South Scotland. They were looking for a driver a few months ago, but they wanted experience. It was taking tractors and farm machinery and that all across England, all across the UK and over in Southern Ireland as well. But they won't take me on. They won't take me on without experience. I applied. Got a message back from them. Seemed a nice chap. What you need to do is try and. We can't take you on because you've no experience. But if you end up in Ireland or something and you have a problem, we can't just jump in a van and come and help you. Do you know what I mean? What you need to do is get on with some local low loader work first, and then get a bit of experience behind you, then come back to us. Well, it's a catch-22. You know, nobody will take you on without experience, but how do you get experience if no one will give you a chance? You know what I mean? Well, we're in no hurry to do that yet. We'll look into it. Anyway, I'll shut up again. You was enjoying the view, weren't you? Till I bloody piped up and spoke again. I said I wouldn't talk for the majority of this video, and it's difficult not doing, to be honest. I'm not used to talking. I'll just sit back and let you enjoy the view again. Hopefully you can see it alright. Traffic again, mirrors. There's nothing behind us. Aviemore, just over there on the right. Love it up here. Flashed is coming towards us. I don't know if he's telling me there's a speed camera van up here or not. I don't know. There shouldn't be because there's enough average speed cameras about. We're just doing the legal limit 50 mile an hour the entire way up, so I don't see why they should have a mobile speed camera van about when there's enough speed cameras every 2 minutes. But there is another truck behind us. It might have been his. That's a white truck behind us. It might be his colleague. I don't know. He might have been flashing to him behind us. I'm not sure. Going into central London, put it that way. choice of 3 multi-drops around central London or coming up for a ride to Inverness. It's a no-brainer for me. Picking up a bit, it's quite breezy, you can probably hear it. It's quite breezy outside, I can hear it picking up. I haven't got any windows open or anything, it's just, it doesn't look it, but there's quite a stiff breeze outside. Just mindful here, there's a wagon tickling my arse again. Doing the national speed limit of 50 mile an hour, there's a wagon just tickling back doors. Put it this way, if I had to brake sharp now, he'd potentially have half a day out with the undertaker. There's nowhere for him to go if I brake now. Heavy. He's straight up my arse. I find it annoying. Very annoying. He's going to pass us now. We're just going into an overtaking lane. He'll fly past us now. I don't see what the problem is. We're doing 50 mile an hour, which is the recommended average speed for us on here. It's the legal limit for us on here. In a hurry to get nowhere. It's from Peterhead, Scotland. going on the fash. That's fash, not pash. I'm just talking pash. Back into two-way traffic mirrors. Another wagon coming up behind us now. Hadn't got the momentum to pass us before, so it's going to have to slot in. This one's a bit more respectful though. He's created a little gap between me and him. Not like Peter Heed. Keep seeing these black clouds, heavy grey clouds. There's potential rain showers. We haven't particularly had one yet, but we're just mindful. Hope you're enjoying the view so far. I think it's the longest I've ever been silent on one of my videos, this. From Inverness. It's not far at all. I'll pull you in just shy of Inverness and then I'm going to cut you loose. I'm going to ring the customer, tell him that I'm on my way in. I've already spoken to him once this morning. He said give us a ring when you're about 15 minutes away. It's not going to take us 15, it's not going to take us 20 minutes to do 23 mile, average of 50 mile an hour, is it? Let's take you up this next set of hills and then we'll cut you loose. carriageway ahead, it's getting ready to overtake us. It's just drawing up behind us now. It's the one what sat back before, patiently. Decent driver, you can tell. It's just getting in my slipstream now, so as soon as we get onto this dual carriageway, it's going to take us some mirrors again. I mean, I'm constantly checking them, that's why I know where he is and what position he's in. Well, I just come over to the left now, I'll give him enough run on his on my slipstream. Here he comes now, he's going to slipstream straight past us here. Good driving from that guy. He sat behind us, he didn't bunch up, he didn't tickle back doors, he just kept a safe distance. Then once we were coming up to the dual carriageway a bit, he just slipstreamed past us. I'll flash him in now. Good lad. On you go, pal. Just come off that gas now, just drop down this hill. We'll drop down this hill and then I'm going to say ta-ra to you because I'm about 10 mile away, I'd say. You can feel every single bump in this thing, I don't like it. And every part of the UK now, no matter what road you go on, has all been patched at some point and never had the surface relayed properly. It's keeping the manufacturers of shock absorbers in work, I suppose. Garages to fit new tyres and wheels and shock absorbers. That's about it. Somebody's making money off it. It's not us. Most drivers there, I mean, I've been sat at 50 all the way up, which is the legal limit on this road, the A9, from Perth to Inverness. Could you get away on limiter? Yes, probably, but that would be foolish for me to record myself being on limiter, wouldn't it? Do you know what I mean? So I'm going to try and act professional. And be professional. But the majority of vehicles will happily sit behind you whilst you're doing 50. Once you drop down to 40, like in the rest of Scotland, people get impatient and they want to go past you, and that causes more trouble and more accidents, to be honest. So I think on roads like this, they should up the limit to 50 for everyone, for all HGVs instead of 40. They should up the limit to 50 for HGVs throughout the rest of Scotland, not just this particular stretch of it. That's for the powers that be in Holyroyd or whatever it's called. It's not my decision. I'm nobody. Right, so we're just dropping down in towards Inverness now, so I'm going to look for somewhere to park up. I'm going to cut you loose. Can't get in any of these lay-by. How can you call that a lay-by? It's possibly a lay-by for motorcyclists though. I'm going to pull in at the next opportunity. I'm going to cut you loose and I'm going to ring the customer and tell him that I'm about 10 minutes away. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I've tried to keep quiet as much as possible so you can take in whatever bits of scenery you can see. I'm not quite sure about the camera angle. It may have dropped again. We've gone over a lot of divots and bumps and that. Just back him off and creeping up. Beeping noise, in case you're wondering, is the sat nav telling me that I'm approaching a speed camera. I mean, how I don't know that I'm approaching a speed camera on this stretch of road is beyond me. There's hundreds of them. I can't get in there because of that car, that wagon. I could have gone in there and just stopped briefly, but we'll keep going to the next one. There'll be another one comes along. Another big quarry. Thereby coming up in 450 yards. Is it a decent one though? No, it's a slither. That's a bus stop actually. There's one of them tracks we saw before. Ideal for getting a farmer's track vehicle up in, with a quad bike or something, rounding up your sheep. Away from Inverness. I just could have swore I saw a sign down there saying 25 mile away, we've only come 10 miles or something. Oh well, we'll keep going. Get it down to about 5 miles and then I'll ring customer. Some mirrors, we're coming into an overtaking lane, crawler lane. Quite a few cars now going to pass us. Mindful of these guys up ahead, they're all jostling for positioning now, coming back into two-way traffic. It's like a half-arsed attempt of the ordinary guys version of the British touring car races, but far too polite and fannying on, you know what I mean? Excuse me, sir, is this your place or mine? I don't know. Why don't you move over and we'll let the guy between us, we'll let the guy behind between us, and then we'll argue the toss amongst ourselves over who had the right of way. Righto. I'm talking again. You was enjoying this view, weren't you? You were enjoying the silence. See why people would choose to settle up here, can't you? There's a whole lot of nothingness. run you on for another couple of miles and we'll set her off. If you're happy with that. Back into dual carriageway. There's a van behind me going to overtake us. Plus a car. Right, so I'm about 15 minutes away, guys. It's now 12:15. That's telling me I'm going to reach this site at 12:30.
New message received. Pillar WWP Scott Road.
So I'm going to
see order to load from Turriff this afternoon when empty for Thornhill. If can give the Scott lad a phone when empty and heading with Eve for loading plan is Timford in morning at Thornhill and then straight back to Lockerbie. Leave your truck for Mo will be going on PX20 MDO for the rest of Friday and Monday till your truck passes Mo on Monday afternoon and you will GT it back, so don't need any night out gear with you. Cheers.
I'm assuming that message means my next load is available. I'm going to be, as I said to you in the previous video, I'm going to be getting another truck tomorrow just for the day, for tomorrow and Monday, because that lay-by is no good. This one's in for MOT next week. This is a year old, it's a 22 plate, but you've got to have an MOT every year on a truck, regardless of whether they're brand new or not. So it's due its MOT next week, this. So they're taking it in to garage on Friday, they prep it for MOT, make sure it's right, go in for MOT Monday, hopefully pass it with flying colours and I'll get this back Monday afternoon. This is my full-time allocated tramping truck. The truck I'm going to get for tomorrow will be a day wagon, so I've driven the same one before from what I just heard then. I've driven the same truck before. It's alright, it goes. It's a 20 plate, it goes like the clappers. It's not the cleanest inside. You wouldn't want to tramp in it anyway. But I'll take it out Friday tomorrow. It's Thursday today, I'll take it out Friday tomorrow and I'll use it Monday. Hopefully this passes its MOT. Should do. But I'm no mechanic. Right, so I really need to start looking at somewhere to park up now, guys, and cut you loose because I need to ring this customer. Unfortunately, these laybys, like slivers, the motorbike laybys, you'd struggle to get a car in there, let alone a truck. So the next big lay-by what comes up, we're going to have to pull in it and I'll cut you loose, and then I'm going to ring this customer back and tell him where I am. So I'm about 10-15 minutes away now. We're just going to drop down into Inverness now. We're only a couple of miles out of Inverness. Diggy-dum, diggy-dum, diggy-doo, dig-doo, diggy-dum, diggy-diggy-dum, dig-doo, diddly-by-diddly-bo, diddly-eye-diddly-up-dum-red-do. Dance, dance, wherever you may be. I am the lord of the dancing tree, and I need a bloody lay-by big enough to fit me in. Just mindful, there's a junction here. There's a sign here for a lay-bys that's going to be big enough. Oh, somebody's been at the van across. They're out to do with us, pal. Typical, there's somebody in it. Can't get in this. I haven't the room, it's a sliver again. Just mindful, there's people outside this car, they're being recovered by the looks of it. I've had to come onto that white line then to avoid clipping anything in that sliver of a lay-by. We're going to have to look for next one. I mean, it's a great road, it's a great views, but the lay-bys are pretty crap. They're very disappointing, aren't they? There we go, there's another sign for parking. Just start backing him off, ready. I'll just come off that gas. 450 yards, I'm assuming this is it. Put a signal on. Oh no, this is the turning. Can I get in it? I'm gonna have to. Nope, we can't get in this one either. We can't get in this, guys, we'll have to keep on going. Again, it's a sliver. Get off, the engine brake's still on. It's a sliver, and there's a car and a van and a trailer in it, so it's no good. Are you expected to get an Arctic in one of them? We're literally dropping into Inverness now. This'll do us, guys. I'll have to cut you loose here. Hopefully I can get past this truck that took us before the wide load on. We'll get around it somewhere. Right. It is a wide load actually. I think we're going to struggle to get around this. Right, I've been your old mate Borathea once again. You, my friend, have been beautiful. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I'm going to get off now. I'm going to ring this customer and tell him that I'm literally 5-10 minutes away. Thanks very much. See you later. Ta-ra.